Now we'll move on to B part of question number 5, that is protected forests are not completely safe for wild animals. Why? Why protected forests also are not safe for wild animals? Because there are some people who live near the forest, who live adjacent to the forest, and what happens, for money, what they do, they kill the animals, they hunt the animals and sell them for money. Like if we talk about tiger, so some animals, some people kill tigers for their skin and sell them for large amounts of money. So in greed, for greed, they hunt those animals, they kill those animals, and what happens, they sell them, their skin and other things for money. So that is why sometimes protected forests are also not completely safe for wild animals, because of the greed of the people who kill them and hunt them for money. Now question number 5, third part, C part. Some tribals depend on jungle. How? We know that tribal people are the people who live in jungle. So how they are dependent on jungle? The tribal people are dependent on jungle for all the basic needs, like their food, wood for cooking, shelter, etc. Means whatever they want, they take it from the jungle, like their food, wood for cooking, shelter, etc. They make their homes in the jungle only. So they are completely dependent on the jungle and its resources for their lives. They develop a lifestyle of living in the environment of the jungle. Means they develop a lifestyle, they develop a pattern of living in the jungle only, in the climatic conditions, in the environment of the jungle only, and live their life according to the jungle. So they are completely dependent on it. Whether we talk about food, shelter, clothing, everything, they are dependent on jungle. And sometimes some tribal people worship some trees in the jungle, so it is a source of their worship, their food, their shelter, everything. Means completely the tribal people are dependent on jungle for their all basic needs which are required for living. Now the next question, part D of question number 5, is what are the causes and consequences of deforestation? We have learned it in the beginning of the chapter only. So causes of deforestation is, first of all, for human civilization. Means if human wants to live on the land of the forest, so forests are cut down for the civilization of people, civilization of human. They are also cut down, the trees are also cut down for raw materials for various factories. Means the trees are cut down for the raw materials which are being used in various industries, like medicinal industries, rubber industry, paper industry. Various industries take raw materials from the forest. That is why they are cutting the trees. And for expansion, means if the human wants to expand its business, or if he wants to expand its industries, his industries, so forests are being cut for that purposes also. Basically, deforestation, the main cause of deforestation is the greed of the human. Got it? Now the consequences of deforestation. What are the consequences? What are the results of deforestation? As we have already discussed it many times, global warming means increase in the temperature of earth, pollution, carbon dioxide level in the atmosphere increases, causes air pollution. Then loss of biodiversity. If we cut the forest, then the animal plant species found there will die ultimately. So this is the loss of biodiversity. Increased chances of floods and droughts, means there will be imbalance in the nature. Global warming, due to global warming there will be floods in some region and droughts in some regions. So increased chances of floods and droughts. There will be reduced rainfall. There will be less rainfall, less seasonal rainfall, as we are facing now also. There is less rainfall as compared to the previous times, old times. Okay, and the main is total environmental imbalance. Means there will be a huge imbalance in the environment, and that will lead to various severe consequences that will be there. Okay, so these are the consequences of deforestation: global warming, pollution, loss of biodiversity, increased chances of floods and droughts, reduced rainfall, environmental imbalances.